Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub 350 ERA. And, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos, they're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Next pitch is outside. Taps softly third base side. A swinging bunt. Tosses across to first. That's the inning. Nothing doing for the White. Runner on at first with one gone. Next is the designated hitter, Shoeless Joe Jackson. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are two outs. And the batter now, Shoeless Joe Jackson.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
And there's a foul ball. Two outs. And that's through there for a strike. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. On to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Now batting.
So he's able to reach first base despite the strikeout, and that extends the inning. Kind of a tough turn of events for the defense there.
Yeah, it's maybe a little bit of a morale killer for a second. You think you're about to go hit, but really quickly you have to refocus and be ready for the next play.
Now this one gets through. Headed for the plate. The throw home, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Now, Shoeless Joe Jackson. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Popped up, middle of the diamond. Rengifo on his way over, and that's the third out. Nice.
Last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. One of the keys is just
he won't get there. That should be extra bases. Trout around second, on his way to third. And this is going to be a two-out triple.
Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Shoeless Joe Jackson in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Fouled off. He was late. And that one fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him looking. Buckled him with the backdoor breaking ball for strike 3. Here's Joe Adell. That's smashed towards center. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Coming home. Safe at the plate, and the misplay comes back to bite them. And it's 4-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one opts against the fence. And that's a leadoff double. Shoeless Joe Jackson with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And
The
next will be the
left
cleanup hitter.
Kikuchi
Checks the runner. Jackson dives and can't get back in time. He's picked off. So two away with nobody on. And next for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. Right-handed reliever. Now a screamer into the outfield. And it looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for three. The relay throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
On the ground, 2 ball. 1 at second. How about that double play?
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Back in the
Leading
ballpark as
up
we
for the
take
White
a check of the bullpen
center
so far
fielder,
this season.
Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Strickland back to work. Popped up. And makes the grab. And we'll hear about the right-hander.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Benintendi to the plate.
Andrew Benintendi.
Anderson ready to work. Bounce to third. Moncada. They take the force out, and that is the inning. Here's the center fielder, Shoeless Joe Jackson. 1 for 1 with a single so far. On the ground to the left. Moncada tossed to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. So digging in, Shoeless Joe Jackson. 1 for 2. Headed towards the corner. Trout on his horse. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Foul ball. Hit in the air, center field. Adele moves under it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Joe Adele.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Round second, digging for third. The relay throw. The tag, and he's out trying for 3.
Really nice job of hitting right there, but you've got to be a better base runner than that and understand the situation. With nobody out, you got to be able to shut it down, stay at second, keep yourself in scoring position instead of killing a potential rally.
Center fielder, number 12.
And now the center fielder, Shoeless Joe Jackson. Foul ball there. Berg, a 6'4" lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
dirt, but kept close. Hung up in a rundown now. They get the tag on him, and that's the second out. And here is Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Pulls that one foul. Trying to send this to extra innings. Right side, hard hit. Throws to first. That's the third out, and we're headed to order. Go the White Sox. Still tied 3-3. Back here on the south side, Andrew Benintendi steps up. In the dirt. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. Ripped to first, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
One out, runner at second. And next to hit for the Sox, Brooks Baldwin. The winning run on second base. In the air, left side. Ward settles under it. He makes the catch, and there's two down. So, runner at second, two down. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Edgar Caro. On the ground to short, Neto. Whips it across, and we're headed to the 11th. No run. And up next for Chicago, Shoeless Joe Jackson. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
On the ground, down the line, and it's foul.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
To third, and that chance handled. And they're down to their last out here today, Jairo Iriarte.
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Lifted in the air, right field. Dives, and it gets by. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in, and it's 1-0.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit.
The left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
On the ground to first, France. And he handles it himself for the out. So a runner at third, two outs. And here's the veteran outfielder, Michael A. Taylor.
2-2.
In the dirt, blocked. And the runner holds. Two outs with a runner at third. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Nice grab as he reached down. And now the DH, Shoeless Joe Jackson. Golden opportunity right here.
Jackson.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Out number 2.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least one run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what, nobody's more frustrated with that at bat than him.
No,
Jackson
off the plate.
Up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. This one popped up right side. France under it. Squeezes it. 2 away down.
the left fielder, number 23, Andrew Benintendi.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Jackson now at the plate. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two on, two outs. And a foul ball. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Traffic on the bases with two already in to score here in the bottom of the sixth. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Carroll around third. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
First and second, two outs. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Andrew Benintendi. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Tachman around third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 7-1. Michael A. Taylor steps to the plate for the White Sox. And they're all loaded up.
Now batting, shortstop.
The bases all loaded up. And the batter will be the shortstop, Brooks Baldwin. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. One down. Here's the White Sox DH, Shoeless Joe Jackson. He's got some power, no doubt. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Buxton pulls it down, and there's two gone.
It's good. It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
On the ground. On to France, and that is that. End of one, and we're still scoreless. Shoeless Joe Jackson steps to the plate for the White Sox. Rolled out to second in his first at bat.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Swung on, belted. Buxton going back. And that's going to bang against the wall. Coming home. He will score.
Picks himself up an RBI. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing we'll be happy with every time.
One out. Runner at second. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike three. He doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
So up next, Michael A. Taylor. Hauls it in to end the inning. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. 3 innings. Base is empty, one away. Shoeless Joe Jackson, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Hit in the air out to center field. Buxton makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Stepping in, Shoeless Joe Jackson. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these White Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. One thing that really stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%, but they're at less than 20% right now.
Ball to strike. Popped up. Clemens hauls it in, and there's one away. Central. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Chicago White Sox. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just a little bit away from first pitch. Getting the start for the Chicago White Sox, number 64.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Hit in the air, right field. Wallner. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there are 2 down. 1 out, base is empty. Shoeless Joe Jackson digs in now. That to right. Fair ball. Benintendi to the plate. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Tag. And they got him.
You know, when you've got cooler temperatures like this, sometimes it's a little harder to get some offense going because hitters just don't want to feel the sting in their hands. They don't barrel it up. So being aggressive there, trying to get in the scoring position by stealing a bag, I get it. Sometimes you just have to try to manufacture some runs, especially in temperatures like this.
Line drive, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Runner on the go. In the dirt. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Got him looking. Now 1 away.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Michael A. Taylor steps to the plate for the White Sox. And ball 4, 2 aboard. So digging in, Brooks Baldwin.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Just locked him up right there for the second out. And that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Swing and a ground ball. Clemens tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. White Sox strand a couple. Shoeless Joe Jackson now at the plate. On the ground to 3rd. There's 1. That's an out. Relay to first. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Swing ball driven out to center. Way back there. Makes a leaping grab for the out.
Excellent play out there.